Hey, today I'm going to tell you the best settings for the Logitech G29, Logitech G920, and the Logitech G27 for Dirt Rally 2. Um, and basically, when I first started playing this game, you couldn't control a rear-wheel drive car at all. It was completely broken. There were a few updates, but they didn't fully fix um, the steering in this game, especially on tarmac. There's some problems. Don't know whether they've fully fixed it yet, but these settings basically just make it playable and actually really enjoyable, especially in a rear-wheel drive car. So you want to go down to your options, input, your Logitech steering wheel, obviously. You want to hit over and basically just copy these settings. So steering linearity at -10. Basically, I think I don't know how to explain it, but I read on some of the that someone wrote somewhere that basically -10 should be default, but for some reason it's on at where is the middle 0, but 0 is basically like +10, and over here is +10. I don't know how to describe it, but basically you want this at -10. Steering Z0 at 0. Steering saturation. Yeah, this is one that you can tweak, which is the one that you basically need to fine-tune yourself. I have it at 100. I enjoy it. I've got used to it there, so I'm gonna leave it there. And I would start at 100. That's where I enjoy it the most. But that's kind of to the steering saturation at 100, because I think it's meant to be smack in the middle, in it, somewhere about there. I don't know. But basically, I can't remember what it was. But this is the one where you offset the steering linearity a little bit. That's basically how the guy described it. Basically, just follow all of these and make sure soft locks on. And vibration and feedback is where I have that to 102. I don't know why, I just copied it, and it all seems to be good. And also for steering wheel, where was it? Right at the bottom here. Basically, turn soft lock on, and to basically turn that on, you have to go into input binding. No, you have to go back, and you see where it says X to edit device. The device options is triangle. I'm on a PC, but I'm using the Logitech G29. You click that, and basically you go calibrate device, and it'll calibrate for your specific, because I think each steering wheel, even all Logitech G29s, are all slightly different, and you've got to calibrate it, because all the sensors are so fine. You've got to calibrate each one per game. I think that's how I understand it. I'm not too sure. Someone correct me in the comments, but basically, yeah. I don't think there's much more. Just basically copy those settings, pause the video, go in, and copy those, and these really work. You can starting to do some real intricate stuff with the rear-wheel drive cars. So if you're new, definitely just copy the settings one for one and get used to it. I'd say you get used to those settings, and just change around the sensitivity if you really can't get used to it after a few hours. There we go, look at that. You can really dial in where you want the car to go now, which you really couldn't before. I couldn't control the car anywhere like this. This is now my favourite game to drive, a rear-wheel drive car. I haven't really found the settings for any other game. There we go, look at that. Start to get warmed up a bit now. I can drive. You just got to learn to let the wheel go and let it do its thing. I think that's the biggest thing that was the learning curve for me. Got to trust where the wheel's going. Conked up a little bit there, but there we go. But there, thanks for watching. Cheers.